What's up, guys?
Hello.
Robin Melissa here with Flip Market Flipper.
How are you guys doing?
Stoked, guys, to be back here for our Monday night, I guess, what do we call it? A question, Q&A?
Q&A,
Training.
live,
Awesome.
get to know people.
That's it. We're excited, guys. We're excited. Yeah, we love coming on here. We love answering questions that you guys send us throughout the week. Tonight, we got a pretty cool one that we're going to discuss. We'll get into that in just a second. But yeah.
Well, people always ask us, what are some of the top items to sell on eBay? So we wanted to talk about that tonight. So we're going to kind of go through 10 different items that sell really well on eBay.
Yeah.
So
and a lot of them we do, and some of them we don't do.
Yeah.
So we'll give you guys kind of feedback on what we've chosen and why we stay away from some categories and why we do other categories. So we'll jump into that in just a minute. For sure. What else do you want to highlight?
Sure,
some of our,
we can do our student highlights.
We wanted to actually give some highlights. Flipper University students this week. Super proud, super excited for two of our students.
Yeah, Brandon did his first freight shipment.
And he might be on here tonight, I don't know. But Brandon did his first freight shipment, paid $100. I think it was $100 or $125. $100 for a oven that he bought and sold it fairly quick for $1,300. And he did a freight shipment. So killer deal on that. Super excited. Congrats, Brandon.
And first freight shipment, that's a big deal.
It is. It is a big deal.
That's exciting.
And he was, he did it by himself, did a great job on it. So yeah, super excited for Brandon. So.
And Nikki hit 15,000.
15,000
in her 90-day window, and that's the first time I think she's hit that. And her next goal is 20,000. So that's really exciting.
Super exciting. We love those wins that we're able to celebrate with everybody. So. Nikki, congrats. Super excited for you. That's awesome. And
Brandon, congrats. So,
awesome.
Yeah. Do you want to dive in?
Let's do it.
So, and as we go again.
You guys know.
Yeah.
Well, no, why we're doing this, guys. Shoot some questions. If you guys have questions about anything that we're going through, you guys know, always throw it in the chat. We love to, we love to answer the questions for you guys. So, anything that you have about this or any other flipping matter, please let us know. We'll try and get to them as we're going through and talking. And then at the end of it, if we miss any of them, we'll try and go back and grab any questions that we didn't get. Yeah. So
welcome. Thanks guys for being on and spending your Monday evening with us. So
heck yeah.
So we're gonna jump into our top 10 items to sell on eBay.
That's it.
So these are categories that we do, like you said, or some that we don't do, but are still good sellers.
Yep. Random, no specific order on these guys. These are just things that we put together. So
Luke said, will this be available for replay? Yes, anytime. You can watch it on YouTube or on Facebook. So for sure. All right. So do you want to dive in?
Let's do it.
All right.
Top 10 items, guys, to sell on eBay is what we're going over. For everybody who's joining late, we're going to jump into them. Like I said earlier, some of it is stuff that we sell and some of them stuff we don't sell, but other people do sell and they do a great job at it. So we're going to give you kind of a roundabout, I guess, a list of stuff that you can be out there while you're sourcing, looking for. So.
And Brooke says hi.
What's up, Brooke?
Vic and Christine. Awesome. Welcome, guys.
Welcome.
Baron. Welcome, guys.
Cool.
Awesome. Thanks for hopping on.
Let's jump into it.
All right. So the first item I have on here, again, no particular order, is strollers and baby items.
One of our favorite things to sell.
One of my favorite things for sure.
Well, it's actually just posted. We've had a Bob stroller that made it through 3 kids of ours. A double stroller.
It was pretty beat up, but I actually cleaned it up and bleached it, and it was actually a lot nicer than I thought it was. So I just listed on Marketplace. I don't think I'm going to list it on eBay, but Bob strollers do well on eBay.
Very well.
But this one has a little bit more damage than I would normally want to sell. So
the other thing is you want people to inspect it. So in this case, that's why she's doing it locally, is because she wants somebody to see it before they hand over cash. eBay, a lot of times people will get it, and if you, for some reason, they're expecting it to be in better condition than it is, you do not want that. So you want to under-promise and over-deliver. And that's, Melissa didn't want to take a chance on this one. She definitely wanted somebody to see it. We've used this for, the last 5 years, 4 years?
5 years, I think.
Yeah, so we've had it through all of our kids. We use it.
Replaced 2 tires.
That's it. It's a double Bob stroller. We don't need it anymore, and that's why we're selling it. So that's one of the great things. I don't remember what I paid for this thing, but I got it dirt cheap.
I don't know. Well, we walk or run 2 to 5 miles a day, so it's gotten a lot.
It's got a lot of use
out of it. But it's still in good condition. Still has some life left.
So that's our first number one, guys. Check out baby stuff, baby items. You want to be careful. You don't want to get stuff that could have a recall. Car seats. You have to be very careful on that.
I wouldn't recommend car seats.
No, but typically
strollers are good, though.
Strollers do have recalls sometimes as well. But you just want to be careful. So you want to check any recalls before you sell something. You want to post Sometimes eBay will, even if you post like a Bob stroller from a certain age, it had a recall, eBay will either notify you or pull your item and say, hey, you got to address this recall. Has it been fixed before you're able to sell it? So just be careful in the baby items because there are recalls on that kind of stuff. But
sometimes it's an easy fix though. Like one of the Bob strollers, I can't remember the year, there's a patch on it that comes unraveled. So you just have to remove the patch and then it's fine. So some of them are super easy.
Talking about earlier year Bobs, instead of doing like an embroidery inside the canopy, they did something like an iron-on patch that had stuff that you could pull off some of the fabric, and it was a choke hazard. So that was in the earlier year Bobs, they did that, and it was a recall. You had to fix that as a very easy, simple fix. You pulled all the fabric off.
And you just have to note that in your list.
Exactly. Show a picture that it's been taken care of, and then you could sell the stroller. So not a big deal. But like I said, just be aware of recalls on baby items. You definitely do not want to sell an item that has a recall unless it is already fixed. And some of manufacturers, you can call them up if there's a recall on something, and they might send you the parts for free to fix the recall. So that's definitely something to be aware of. But the big categories is baby stuff. Check out any high-end brands. That's what you want to look for.
That's a key through this whole list is high-end brands. So there's strollers out there that sell new for $100, and that's not something that you're going to want to buy and flip on eBay because you want the higher-end $700, $800, $900 strollers that you can find for $20, $30 and sell for a couple hundred.
That's what we look for. And don't turn your nose up at a $100 stroller that you're getting from a garage sale for $2 to $5.
Flip it locally.
Definitely flip it locally for $60 to $70. So we don't want to tell you this is the do all be all, but at the same time, we're looking for the higher end stuff that has that high profit on it. Some people are not there yet, but still you can make some money locally on those. People just won't pay the extra money to ship it. Is the big thing that Melissa's trying to portray. You for the higher end brands that you're going to make high dollars on, it has to have a high end retail for the people to pay the money for shipping pretty much. So definitely be aware of that as well.
Chris said he just sold a Burley 2 weeks ago for $100.
Burley's rock! We have a Burley as well.
For $375, yeah.
Yeah,
no, those are great.
We need to sell ours too. It's a pull behind. Burley's high-end stuff. So, awesome. Nice work, Chris.
Yeah, exercise stuff is people getting outdoors, especially, I mean, now it's fall, especially in the, lower states. It's now actually maybe start to get cooler eventually.
Hopefully.
But, yeah, exercise equipment's been really big as people are trying to get outside for sure. I have a double stroller, but not sure how to sell it because last time I tried to sell on eBay, I got scammed. It does. I mean, there are scammers out there, but it's really hard for them to actually scam you and like take money from you if you can like see it happening. So like if they try to ask you to go outside of eBay, then you just stop the transaction. Like they're not. If you get the money from them, then you can ship the item pretty much.
And some common scams to just hit this head on real quick. If people are telling you they want to send you a cashier's check or something, and then they're going to send you extra money on top of it for you to ship it, it's a scam. Don't mess with it. There's a couple scams like that out there that people will try and go outside of eBay for doing. Take your payment through PayPal. If you're still on PayPal or managed payments. And managed payments is what eBay's switching over to now.
Should be able to tell you.
Yeah, exactly. So just stay, if you're in doubt, stay on platform to do the transaction and then you'll be safe, you'll be protected. So yeah, that's just great advice for anybody.
Got lots of questions. You guys are awesome. All right, we'll hit a couple and then we'll come back to some of them. Do you guys use the background removal tool for eBay? I actually do for the first, some of them. It depends on the item.
Yeah,
I guess it depends kind of how it looks. Like if it looks kind of weird, because I don't like it to look like a stock photo. I personally, if I'm going to buy something and I know it's used, I don't want to see the stock photo. So we never use stock photos in any of our listings. No. And so, but sometimes I do use the background removal for the first photo and then leave the rest normal.
Just
so
look at it and see how good it looks.
Yeah, see how it looks. If you think it looks, nice and it kind of pops, then fine. If not, then, and especially if it's like really lighter than your other photo, then probably, But just make sure, see how it looks. What do you say? Anything else to that? All right. Remember you can part them out too. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you definitely can make parts on, that goes for anything. Any of these items or any of these categories we're doing, you can always part stuff out. And a lot of people, they make a business out of parting out baby strollers. They make a business out of parting out all kinds of crazy stuff because the parts usually are sometimes they're worth more than the whole thing together. Yeah. If you have some good, desirable parts on strollers that might be a little bit older, that people can't find those parts anymore, but they love the strollers, you can make some great money on parting it out for sure. That's a great tip.
Started building feedback on eBay and made 13 sales and 0 negative.
Awesome. You rock. Awesome. Great job.
Great job. All right, you want to dive into number 2?
Let's do it.
Back? All right, so the second item that we like to sell a lot of on eBay is appliances.
That's right.
So
we made thousands of dollars on appliances. So yeah, definitely be on the lookout. It is, like Melissa said, it's all about brand. Find those brand names that have high retail values and get into those. Those are the best appliances. And this goes a little bit more towards freight. Not always appliances have to go through freight, but the majority of appliances, especially high end, and if you get into commercial stuff, definitely it's going to go on a pallet and go freight. But we have made thousands and thousands, probably over tens of thousands of dollars on appliances, because a lot of times the retail appliances on higher end stuff is $5,000, $10,000. It's a lot of money. So when you find some of those items, you can make some great money on the resale end of it.
And the crazy part is people, they're redoing their kitchen, so they just want to get rid of a lot of these appliances. And sometimes they're just like, they'll post them on Marketplace or offer up just to, like, quickly to get rid of them. And they really just more want them gone than anything. They're not trying to get a lot of money out of them. So, because they could list them on eBay too, but they don't want to waste the time. So you can find some good deals.
The one story comes to my mind every time I think about appliances is Lisa. Lisa, I think, is over on the West Coast, somewhere up in, I think it's California, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, she jumped into Flipper University. Her first flip, she got a double oven. We helped her actually source it. It was not in the trash, but it was for free from somebody who upgraded their appliances. We helped her find it. She didn't have a truck. She didn't have a trailer. She ended up renting a truck, going and picking up this appliance, selling it. I think it was in less than a week and a half. She sold it on eBay for $1,000. If I'm not mistaken, it was $9.99.
Somebody just wanted it gone out of their place.
That's it. They just gave it to her. She didn't have to pay a thing for it. So I think about that kind of thing. That, just like Melissa was saying, a lot of people, when they upgrade their appliances, they're going to throw the appliances away, or they're just going to get rid of them for free. So just something to be aware of. You can make some great money on appliances.
Yeah, and like, we love to do cooktops. We have a lot of friends that are members that do a lot of cooktops, and really any appliances. Stove, we just had that stove a couple weeks ago. Yeah. So higher end brand name stuff is always going to be, that's going to be the trend through this whole thing. But, and even if it's not higher end, you can still sell it on Marketplace or on OfferUp,
for sure.
Especially if people are giving it away. Like, there's nothing wrong with getting a free item and throwing it on for $100. I mean, that could be a quick $100.
Yeah, we do the same thing in the trash. When we're walking from our house to our downtown area, we see stuff in the trash all the time that might be worth $50, $75, $100. We'll pull it out and then we'll sell it. We'll sell it on Marketplace if it's not worth selling on eBay. But still, who's going to turn their nose up at $50 to $75, $100 that's sitting in the trash? You guys, that's awesome. That's awesome to be able to turn that into cash. Anything sitting in the trash or anything for free, for sure. It's awesome.
All right, number three is exercise equipment.
Oh, we love exercise equipment. This is one of the things that I've done over 20 years is exercise equipment. I absolutely love exercise equipment. There's good money in exercise equipment because you can get some high-end commercial exercise equipment that is worth a lot of money, and some people will give it away for next to nothing. So definitely money in exercise equipment. Ellipticals, treadmills, trying to think of anything else that we've done. Nordic tracks, Airdyne, exercise bikes. Exercise bikes, recumbent. I mean, there's just so many categories that you can make a ton of money on. Rowers and exercise equipment. So definitely be on the lookout for exercise equipment. We, like I said, we made thousands and thousands of dollars on exercise equipment as well. Pretty much anything you can think of, we probably sold it. So,
but yeah, you do like a lot of exercise equipment.
We do.
And I even asked him the other day. I said, "Do you have an elliptical? I think I want to put an elliptical in the house." He's like, "Yeah, I think I have." Yeah. In the back of the store.
We got one.
All right, need to get that set up. Danielle asked, "It was a good question. If I buy a $100 item for $5 on Facebook Marketplace and want to sell it locally, seems like it'd be weird to list it for more than that on Marketplace."
Yeah, so. And we do. I mean, if you hold it for a little while and, a month goes by and then you list it, that's different. But I mean, our normal procedure is I don't want to throw it back on the same platform. If I was buying it off a Marketplace, I might throw it in on Craigslist. I might throw it on OfferUp or even eBay to sell it. I'm not sure I would throw it back on that platform unless some time had gone by between when you actually bought it and sold it. So there's other
apps too that you can always cross post on. And people underestimate Craigslist for sure. Like there's a lot of people still on Craigslist. There is. So you can still do that and OfferUp and Let Go. I mean, they're together now. But but yeah, I would do it on
definitely. So good rule of thumb. I wouldn't, if you're getting it to resell it, don't throw it back on the same platform.
Especially not the same day.
No.
I would wait a couple weeks at least.
You'll have people, some people might even, and we've had this happen in our group as well. Somebody might see it and then they might be upset about it that you're asking that much more money. So like I said, I would steer clear of that unless some time has gone by. Maybe even if something you bought that you could use for a little while and then sell it, I would do that. But other than that, I wouldn't
just
do
cross
it.
Or do it on different apps.
On a different platform.
Then a couple weeks, if you don't sell it, then
you can throw back on Facebook Marketplace for sure. Great question.
Yeah. Merrick7 said Italian espresso machine. We're talking about appliances. Yeah, that's a good one.
Heck yeah.
Coffee makers are good.
I have one in my garage that has been in there for a couple of years and it's not listed. I pulled it apart.
It's not listed?
No, I pulled it apart and it's like a $10,000 espresso machine. I pulled it apart to fix the lights on and I never put it back together. So it's on the list of things to do. But yeah, definitely espressos. We've sold some high dollar espresso machines.
At least put the thing in the house if we're not going to list it.
Yeah, I probably should. So yeah, we've sold some expensive ones in the past as well. So if you can keep your eyes open on coffee machines, espresso machines, all that kind of stuff. You just want to make sure they're working properly. That's the only caveat to selling it. Unless you're selling for parts, like I said, people will still pay good money for parts as well.
But you can also look it up on YouTube if you're not familiar with how to use it and just, learn how to use it and then see that it's, working.
Exactly.
For a good part.
Yep.
What are high-end brands of exercise equipment?
Oh, I mean, go to a gym. Any gym you go to, just look at what they have.
Life Fitness.
Yeah, Life Fitness. Soul, I think, is a great brand. I'm trying to think of some of the other ones we've sold. Life Fitness is huge. They do exercise bikes. They do steppers. Jacob's Ladder makes a commercial stepper machine. It's very, very big, but they're worth a lot of money.
What's the machines, the weight machines that we used?
You like the pool machines.
Yeah.
What were those called?
I'm trying to think.
Bowflex has some higher end stuff. It's not necessarily commercial, but it's higher end stuff. If you can get it for cheap enough, there definitely is a good markup on it. Proform has some higher end stuff as well. You just got to be careful. You don't want to buy something that has a retail value of $250 and then try and get it on eBay to sell it, and it costs you $150 to ship it. That's the kind of stuff you don't want to get into. So the stuff that you want to sell on eBay, you want it to be, $300, $400, well, $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000 retail that you can get you can sell it for half of that. So definitely be careful. But go into any gym and look at all their exercise equipment. Look at their recumbent bikes, their upright bikes, their steppers, all those. Any of those brands you see in there, they're made to withstand a long time. So those are the ones worth money. Now you'll find a lot of people who have those in their home gyms. They move for whatever reason, they need to get rid of them. That's where you find the deals. You find them on OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace, all those places that sell used stuff.
And the adjustable dumbbells are really hot right now.
Yes, they are. Bowflex. I mean, now there's
Bowflex, and what's the other big brand?
There's a whole bunch of them now that came out.
But they're all really good. So
yeah.
I tried to buy some.
I bought Melissa a set, but it was only like $20 or $30, and it was a Bowflex set, but it was worth like $300 or $400.
And I want a heavier set now, and I go to look at them. I'm like, holy buckets, they're so expensive.
So I mean, anything that you find out there for sale, you can always. I mean, that's what we do. We always do the research once we find something that's reasonable. The price is reasonable. I'll go in and do the research to see what it's worth. What it retails for, and then we'll end up buying it or passing on it. So this is about doing the research as well. So I'm trying to think of any other commercial brands. There's a ton of them out there. Commercial ones are built to withstand a long time and a lot of exercising on it. So that's what you want to look for. That's what people will pay the money for because they know it'll last.
So number 4, which we've already kind of talked about, commercial equipment.
That's it. This encompasses everything commercial, guys. It's from restaurant equipment, exercise equipment, anything you can think that's commercial. Hairstylist, I mean, anything.
Office equipment?
Office equipment. Anything that's commercial, there's a market for it. There's going to be somebody looking for it. So keep your eyes out.
There's always businesses opening and businesses shutting down. So
Yep. Keep your eyes out definitely for the commercial merchandise, whatever it is, anything commercial, do the research on it. When you find something, do the research, see if it's what the retails for, all that kind of information before you buy it. And that's how we usually source, guys. We look for lower priced items, and then I'll jump in and do the research and see what a markup is on it. So you definitely want to do that.
So the next item is smaller. It's not big and doesn't have to go freight. It's shoes.
Shoes! We love shoes.
Yeah, we have a lot of people that do shoes.
We don't specifically, we're not the greatest at shoes, but
I have some cleats I'm about to sell with the girls. So.
Yeah. We do have people that do shoes very well in Flipper University. And
Bo and Mario are killing it.
Amazing.
So, yeah, they do shoes all the time, and they do really well. And if you know it, if you learn it, take the time to learn shoes, like they can have a very, very good turnaround. So but again, it's brands. It's knowing the brands or looking up the brands and learning them. So,
yeah. Thanks, Paul.
Paul, say hi.
Yeah. So yeah, shoes, guys. I mean, it's all about the brands the same way. It's the higher retail value. Some shoes, and I don't even know how this is possible, are anywhere $500, $700, $800, you know, up to $1,000. When you can find those shoes, like Bo finds those things for like $10, the markup is there. There is money there. Bo's made as much as I think $600 on a pair of shoes. Yeah. So, and that's resale. So you know those shoes are worth some money. But that is a good, if you want to get into a low cost flipping product, invest in shoes, guys. We've done workshops. Did you tell them?
Yeah, no, I didn't.
Oh, yeah. We've done workshops for shoes to specifically help people. This is a great entry level. It's not hard to ship shoes. You can get them very, very cheap, and a lot of them have good markup if you know what you're looking for. So
we did a workshop. We've done it twice, actually, the shoe flipping workshop with Bo, and he goes through all the different brands. Yeah. He goes through how to clean them, how to ship them, and all this stuff, because that's not something that we've really mastered at all. Yeah. So we haven't really done it. So I'll post the link if anybody wants to jump in. I mean, we have it. It's not live. It's evergreen though, so you guys can check it out.
We've done it. We recorded it.
But we record everything. We have like PDFs for every single one we did. Yeah. And so yeah, you can take.
It's great questions. We have people live asking us questions, and then we recorded it. And like I said, that's what we sell it as a actual workshop that we go through. It's, I don't remember, what is it, 4 weeks? 4 weeks going through it. So check it out. It might be something you might be interested in. Like I said,
it's a great place to start for sure.
Shoes are really cool because they're not expensive. They're not hard to store. You can find some high end stuff and make some good money. So
Brooke said shoes are too stinky.
We're not excellent on shoes. Like I said, it's not. If I could make the money,
I saw.
Yeah, if I could make the money, I would do it. But I just we're leaving Bo as the expert on shoes for sure. And now Mario's coming out.
He's been doing awesome. Last month he made $2,000 just on shoes. I think profit.
That's awesome. Profit. So, that's amazing. Yeah. So cool. Any other questions?
No, I think that love Jordan shoes. Yeah, I think you just bought a pair for Brittany, didn't you?
I did. Jordans. We see those at the flea market all over the place, and I bought Jordan shoes to resell when we do some of these shoe workshops. And I think I've never really sold a pair of Jordans because there's some of those things are super, super high-end expensive and they're desirable, some vintage years, and then some of them are, they're a dime a dozen. So once you start studying that kind of stuff and you start getting into it, you can make some great money on knowing Jordans and knowing even just any specific brand. Yeah. You can find some good deals and make some good money on it for sure. Yeah. So
unfortunately, women's don't seem to sell well. Women's don't sell as well as men's. We definitely learned that for sure. But there are still a couple, but not. There seem to be more options for women, and they don't seem to sell as well. Yeah. I love the link for the shoes. I just posted it, so let me know if you can see it because it should be on both Facebook and YouTube. So if you don't see it, let me know. Yep. But yeah, all right. All
right, 5.
That was 5.
Oh, 6.
Sorry. Furniture.
Melissa wants to get more into furniture flips. So she actually just did one of our end tables. Is that what it's considered? A side table, end table. She actually just transformed it. Repurposed it. And it looks awesome. She did a great job. But furniture, you definitely can find good bones. If you can find good bones. Name brands, again, if you find some higher end name brands, if there's markings on a desk, on a dresser, whatever it is, and you can see that it's well built. It's real wood. It's not particle board. It's not pressed board. It's real wood. Usually it's some of the older stuff is very, very well manufactured. Those are the things that you want and that will be worth some money, definitely. So furniture is there's a good markup. You'll make a lot more if you can learn how to do freight and throw it on eBay, because eBay has so many more people that are looking for furniture pieces versus your local market. Local markets, you can still make good money if you're buying it cheap enough. There's going to be a resale market on it, but eBay just brings it to the thousands, the hundreds of thousands of people that might be looking for it. So that's where you'll make a lot more money.
Especially if you do some unique stuff. Like there's some really cool pieces out there, and it doesn't get to as many people when it's out locally. So not many people can appreciate you. Maybe you have this kind of style and there's only so many people that want that kind of style that are in your town. And but if you can bring it to eBay, you can do
And you don't even have to if you don't want to transform it or repurpose
you can find nice pieces.
That's it. You find a nice piece of, Melissa and I've sold nightstands or end tables.
I did 2 sets of nightstands. One of them I really wanted to paint and you told me not to. You wouldn't let me.
It was too nice.
I'm really still a beginner. I don't know how to paint very well. I'm learning. But he said, don't paint them. They're too nice. So, and they just were unique, and you could tell they had good bones and they were antique. So we just listed them. We got them for $20 each, I think. So $40. And we sold them for was it?
We bought those on vacation too.
$295 or $395.
I think they're $395.
I think it was $400 for the set. Yeah. So and shipped them up in FedEx. They each went in their own FedEx.
They didn't have to go free. Yeah. So yeah, furniture is cool if it's got good bones and you can tell even the design. It'll be worth some money. So definitely, furniture is a great if that's what you like. There's some good money in furniture for sure.
So he said, remember to check inside the dresser and under drawers for surprise hidden envelopes.
Heck yeah!
Hey, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
The hidden money people forget about.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or underwear or something else.
We'll go with money. Who were some people who said you do really good at selling shoes? Mario and Evergreen. It was Mario and Bo in our group. They both like rocket shoes. Yeah. There's a couple other people who sell some shoes, but they do it consistently. Yeah. That's their niche for sure.
Bo just put. I mean, not Bo. Mario just posted last week that he did $2,000 in profit last month in shoes, which that's awesome. That's I don't care what you're doing. That's good profit on shoes for sure. So
I don't see a link for shoes. I don't know why it's not. Is that YouTube? If it doesn't go through, I'll post it after we're done. So I'll post it as a comment. So if you don't see it, sorry, it should go through. I don't know why it's not.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
Drawers or dovetail? Yeah, that's Baron said that's what the ones were. They had dovetail, and you can tell that they're a little bit. What's the word? Nicer.
Yeah. Like, for you that don't know exactly what that stuff is, I mean, if you look at the drawers and there's like joints that you can see the different types of wood or special joints in it, you know that typically that's good wood. It's real wood. And it's colors. And it's made very well. So like I said, a lot of times it's on the older stuff that's manufactured back in the day when they only did real wood. They didn't do all this pressed and particle boards.
We're not reselling IKEA stuff.
No. Yeah, so when you can see that, and that's one of the greatest things to do is actually just pull out a drawer if you're looking at something with a drawer and look right at the front of the drawer. You'll see where those dovetail. I don't know exactly what they're called, but
dovetails.
Are they? Yeah, you'll see where they actually are interjoined. If it's a good piece, it'll have those dovetails on it.
Yeah, flat.
Exactly. It won't be like a flat like this and this. It will actually be intertwined like that. That's it. It's just more craftsmanship. It's made better. And when you're looking for pieces like that, those are the ones that you can make money either transforming or repurposing them or even selling them as is. If it's a desirable style, you can still make money. Yeah, so exactly.
You just have to have kind of a unique flair to them, or if you want to repurpose them. I'm going to get good at painting. That's one of my goals for this fall.
Good.
I have 2 more pieces to do. We'll see how it goes.
Yep. What else we got?
Electronics.
This is one we are not huge at. I don't do a lot of electronics other than we sell our iPhones when we upgrade computers and stuff like that. But it's more of the stuff that we've had. But we have people in Flipper University who have done really well on electronics.
Matt does a lot of electronics.
Video games, all kinds of game consoles, receivers, antique, vintage receivers. There's good money in electronics if you love that and you know how to check it and you know how to find those. Yeah, I mean, there's great money in electronics.
People upgrade their stuff all the time. So if you're, you kind of understand them a little bit, or you want to learn them or whatever, it can definitely be a good market. So because they'll get rid of them, they upgrade, and then people kind of just get rid of them. Like they'll sell them at a yard sale or donate them to a thrift store. Yeah. So or sell them super cheap.
Speakers. I mean, a lot of times the stuff that was built in the 70s and 80s. Those speakers and receivers and stuff like that, those are the desirable receivers now. They're built different than it's just like the furniture too. Yeah, the stuff that was built back in the day, they're built very, very well, and they're made to last. So when you can find some of that vintage stuff, it's definitely, some of it is high end, and you can make some good money on it. So definitely check the names when you find something like that. Check and do a little bit of research on it, see what it's selling for, or just retail. If you can find out what it originally retailed for, you have a good idea.
Yeah. What city or state do you usually find your items? We're in Central Florida, so Orlando area. So that's where we kind of tend to look. But we
travel and we buy in all states.
We just went on a 30-day road trip this summer with our family and made them stop with my 2 sister-in-laws and made them stop a couple times so we could pick up some items. I think we got 8 items in all different states. We went out west, and then we did Florida, out west, back up. I think it's the wrong way on here. Top, now I'm backwards, but across the top and back down to Florida. And it was all different states that we found stuff. And it's just browsing on OfferUp, checking the places that we're looking. So
how much did we spend? We did a blog post on it.
I know. I think we spent $1,400 and we found $24,000 of inventory
on our vacation. So, that was our vacation.
8 items. So so that
just shows you the potential. There's stuff everywhere. It doesn't have to be in any specific state. You can find deals everywhere, which is awesome for sure.
Yeah. What are my options if I don't have a truck or the manpower to move large items such as exercise equipment and furniture? That's a good question.
Yeah, it's a great question, and we get this question quite a bit. You do not have to start there. You can start with small stuff. If you do, you're willing to, start with some bigger stuff. Rent a truck from U-Haul, from Lowe's or Home Depot. $20 a day. You can go and grab something. U-Haul trailer. If you have something that can pull a trailer, start with that. If this is what you want to start doing, because profits,
you can make great money in just smalls too.
Exactly.
You don't have to do the big items.
Exactly.
But if you want to, the money's there too.
It's a lot more markup. That's what we do, just because it's less time invested for a lot higher profit. So
Stacy did freight and never had a truck or a trailer for the first year. She just got a trailer a couple months ago.
Yeah, exactly. And she
either arranged for people to come drop it off.
When she bought stuff, if she couldn't do it, she arranged for them to drop it off to her storage, or in some cases she rented a trailer and got it. Whatever she needed to do, she could do it. And you can do the same thing starting out. Until you know if you like this business, we never recommend people going into debt or jumping out and buying stuff before you get into this business and you can start making money at it and you enjoy it. Then that's when you can actually start looking for a good deal on a truck, a trailer, any of that stuff.
And that's what you talked about Lisa earlier, because she rented a U-Haul, and so she had a free item and she ended up paying a couple $100 to rent the thing, but she still made $600 after everything was rented and said and done. So $600 was her profit.
Exactly.
So it's still so worth it.
It is. There's some great deals out there on appliances that you can make some good money on. So definitely we don't ever, like I said, don't ever tell anybody to go out and buy a truck, buy a trailer. You might even have friends that have a truck or trailer that might help you. You can throw them a couple bucks to give you a hand picking something up, delivering something, whatever you have to do. So just
you didn't have a truck till recently.
A truck?
Yeah, you didn't have a truck till just the last couple of years, really.
We've had trucks on and off.
Back and forth. But when for a while you had your Buick Park Avenue.
Yeah, it's true.
You should have seen what you fit in there. You had a Nordic truck in the convertible that we had a long time ago.
Yeah.
So you can make a lot of stuff work.
You can. You do not, like I said, you do not have to do that. You can start wherever you're at and then move up from there as you make money and you start to enjoy it.
Did you sell the bus scrubber yet?
No, I have not. I had somebody interested in it and they never jumped on the deal. So I'm surprised it hasn't sold yet either. So we'll see. We're still working that, but that was one from the vacation.
Because you didn't take the one offer that you had.
That's all right.
We'll sell.
It'll sell.
Next item, collectibles.
Collectibles! And we don't do a lot of collectibles either.
Yeah.
So electronics and collectibles are not our specialty, but you can make some good money at them.
If you know collectibles that are worth money, it can't just be something that you personally like to collect, because that might not turn into cash. It has to be something that is desirable that a lot of people like to collect. Like people say Beanie Babies are really great, but they're really not. So they don't sell well. Like they might have been great years ago, but they're not a good hot selling item. Cards can be, some sports cards can be good. Sure. We sold a big lot of them, but we didn't want to take the time to go through them all. So but they can be good for sure if you know them and you collect them and you want to sell them and you know what you have, or you want to look it up. I don't know if you have any.
No, definitely just do the research on whatever collectibles. If you're looking to buy something, a lot of people have collectibles from their house that they can sell and make some money. Or if you're buying or investing because you like doing that at estate sales or auctions, whatever you're doing, just do a little bit of research before you buy it. Check it out, see what it's worth or what they're selling for before you go into it. But there's some money in collectibles. Sometimes you can find some small stuff that has huge retail value for sure. So.
Friends will haul things for a home cooked meal too.
There you go.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, if you have friends with a truck, that helps a lot too.
It does.
We've been that friend with a truck.
We have
too. But that's awesome.
Great point. Like there's a will. If there's a will, there's a way, guys. So you can figure out how to do it without actually owning a truck or a trailer for sure.
All right, we had 2 left. So clothes would be the second to last one.
And this definitely goes hand in hand with the brand names, guys. You want to have those higher brand names. If you're doing jeans, if you're doing jackets, whatever it is, you want them to have the higher retail value so you can make good money on them. You want them to be able to sell and make good money versus something that you're getting from like Target or
it can't
Walmart.
Be one of those kind of brands. It needs to be like, high-end jeans are a really good one because you can find those. You can find high-end jeans pretty cheap at thrift stores or I've seen some at flea market and yard sales that people just don't wear anymore. And then, and yeah, high-end jeans do really well.
Yep.
So, but there's a couple different brand name clothes that do really well. And that goes along, I guess, kind of with the shoes too. So
and clothes are not necessarily, we don't do a lot of clothes. Sometimes we will, but the majority of it, we do not mess with clothes just because it's still, we can't make enough profit on it. And if we sought it out, I mean, if we really tried to find some higher end clothes, we just have never done it.
We'll do stuff like snow jackets and like, you know, boots. I guess those are shoes, not as much clothes, but kind of those kind of things, but not as much the everyday clothes.
And they're great. It's a great market to start in. It's great. Great if you're trying to get into the flipping market.
Jeans more than anything.
Yeah,
like jeans can be really good,
especially because they're stylish. Sometimes if they're worn, that's what people are looking for. So if they're used, I mean,
it's sometimes better.
That's exactly that's it. So they're not looking for something that's brand new in mint condition. So cool.
One thing I was going to say about clothes too is that you do also have another option to cross post. Any of these places you can cross post, but Poshmark is huge for clothes. So if you want to get into clothes, it's a great. I would cross post on both Poshmark and eBay because you can still do well on both platforms with clothes. But Poshmark is more known for clothes, so they have kind of just a little bit different platform. But I would do both if you want to get into clothes.
Yeah, so for sure. Great advice.
Which sites are best for clothes? Yeah, I would definitely check out Poshmark. So I've played around with a little, but I just don't have enough. Like I have a couple things, but I don't have enough to really get going with it. But if I was really into clothes, I would totally, work on my Poshmark
stuff listed there. Yeah, for sure. Sweet.
Last one.
Number 10.
Tools.
Stuff that we love to buy, or I love to buy, but I don't sell a lot of them because I love tools. So although we do have some tools, I sold the concrete grinder a week and a half ago. We sold that. I have another concrete cutter. These are items that I specifically bought to resell, but you can, tools, and especially commercial tools.
On the 127 yard sale, about the floor finisher.
Yeah, so definitely tools and commercial goes hand in hand again with commercial and brand. Higher end stuff, you can make some great money if you can find it for a good deal. I'm trying to think, and most of our stuff we'll find on Facebook Marketplace or offer up.
The problem with tools the flea market is you don't want to sell them.
No, I love tools. I have tons and tons of all different types of tools.
We probably have like 3 or 4 of everything, and
I love tools. So we don't sell a lot of tools, but like I said, sometimes if I'm buying them specifically to sell, I will do it.
Yeah, you'll sell like the big commercial ones. Yeah. But when it comes to just normal ones,
no,
but they still can be really good because tools can be expensive. Like even just normal everyday tools are expensive. So.
And in context, I'm handy. I love fixing stuff. I love doing that kind of stuff. I don't want to go out and buy a brand new tool from Lowe's or Home Depot if I can find it for a deal at a flea market, and then hang on to it because I use all types of different tools for different projects.
You have like how many drills?
Yeah, we have tons of that stuff, but it's stuff that we use. So that's the caveat for sure.
Yeah. What about Mercari for clothes versus Poshmark? I don't do enough of clothes to say which would be better, but I really think Poshmark is better than Mercari. I feel like Mercari has more of yard sale type prices. Like you're going to get less for the money for your listing, and eBay is probably still the best if you want to get the most profit. But I would go for Poshmark if you're only going to do one, but it doesn't hurt to cross post on all of them. So if you just do your listing, copy your description and everything and just do it. Only take a couple minutes to cross post on all 3. And then you can see which one is giving you the best run for your money. So, but I would probably, if you're going to pick one, I would probably start on Poshmark first.
They all might be similar too, guys. Yeah. I mean, we preach that time on platform is what sells items. So if you're investing a lot of time into any of these platforms, you really want to be listing daily. You want to be on the eye. If you're buying stuff, they want to see you on platform. That's how your stuff's going to get seen and sold. We know that to be true for eBay 100%.
Which is probably why we don't sell as much on.
It probably is. Poshmark, or Mercari. Both of those we don't do a lot on, so we don't see a lot of sales on them. eBay, we do. We try and stay on. We always do the listing challenges. We do that stuff with our group. So that's one of the things to think about. If you really want to make it go with the business, try to spend as much time on platform as you can, because then you'll start seeing the results.
And another thing is Mercari actually just raised their prices or their fees, and eBay actually just lowered them with managed payments. So that's kind of appealing more to be on eBay right now.
Jump over to eBay. For sure.
I think October is when Mercari's, they increased it. I want to say to 13%. So they're basically going to where eBay was, because now they're going to start charging for your transaction fees and whatnot. which they really should have been doing already because they're taking your money and then paying you. So they have been handling it anyways, but they say they're not. Yeah, they say they're not a bank. But anyways, so now eBay, if you have a store, it's 11.5%. So it's a little bit more appealing to sell on eBay, especially as you start increasing your volume and increasing your inventory. So, what are you guys searching for when using OfferUp? How do you guys find these random things?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I look through the pictures, so I'm scrolling through images, and then when something catches my eye, I go into it, and then the second thing I look for is price, something that is cheap. It's not. We don't go out and like to spend a ton of money on stuff unless there's a ton of money to be made. Then we'll go and spend extra money. But the majority of it is the picture catches my eye at first, so I jump in and look at it. A lot of times I don't know what it is. It just catches my eye. Then I'll go in and start doing the research. I'll find it on Google. I'll find it on eBay to see what it's worth. And then the price is the second thing. If I jump onto a picture and it's like $3,000, typically, unless it's something that I know is worth $20,000, I'm flying. I'm going to find something else that's down in the $200 to $50 range. And that's the best price range to be in, to be able to make usually $1,000, $2,000. That's where you can be in that price range to find those. So it's just pictures. It's looking at pictures and finding stuff that looks weird and then doing some research.
Yeah. Auto brand, any specific auto parts or tools or equipment that are profitable?
Auto parts, definitely same thing. It's going to go to parting something out. Anything that you can find auto part related, you just jump on there and check it out. Now, the bad thing about auto parts is you have Amazon, eBay as well. You can get a lot of stuff really cheap on Amazon. That's what's hurting some of the local like AutoZone, Discount Auto, or Advance Auto, O'Reilly's, because you can buy stuff on Amazon very, very cheap. So it's all about the research. So when you find an auto part that you can get, do the research, see what it's selling for on eBay, see what it retails for, that kind of stuff. Do the research on it before you buy it. That's the cool thing, guys, is we can do the research on everything before we buy it to know a lot about the item, so you don't have to really take a risk. Yeah. So that's the cool thing.
Best places to sell for decluttering.
We recommend eBay because we sell 80 to 90% of our stuff.
If you want to get into eBay when you are decluttering, like, it's a really good place to start because you can build feedback when you don't really care as much about what you're getting for the item. Yeah. Like, it's smaller items that you don't really care. You can build your feedback up on those little $5 and $10 items all day, which is great. And then when you want to go sell the higher profit items, you build up your feedback so people will trust you. So it's a great place to start. But if you're just trying to get rid of stuff, Facebook, OfferUp, have a yard sale. Yeah,
quick sale, exactly. Yard sale or Facebook Marketplace are the best places. If you want to make the most for your money, it's usually eBay. I'll give you the spiel about local markets. You're only dealing with 40 to 60,000 people in any given local market. You jump on eBay, you have 180 some million registered users. Now, they're all not looking for your item, but chances are out of a bigger group of people, you're going to have more people looking for that item, so you're going to make more money on the item on eBay. So that's why we sell the majority of our stuff on eBay.
Yeah. What's the average ROI that most people shoot for? Double, triple the cost?
Ours are huge, but
our personal goal is to 10x our money. So we're looking for the higher profit items, and we do average that. When we total up our totals for the last couple of years, we've been at 10x, which is what our goal is for what we've invested into what our profits are. Yeah. So I don't know if you want to elaborate. But if you make anything like double or triple is great. It also depends kind of on the item that you're working with too. It does. Like if you have $100 item and you make $200, that's still $100, which is great. Yeah. If you have $1 item and you make $2, is that really worth your time to list to make $1? Probably not.
Definitely something you want to weigh out though. You want to think about that stuff when you're investing your time, because that's why our business model is to buy stuff at a cheaper cost, but that we can make huge markups on it, because we only want to do so many. Like most resellers, I think we did 70 or 80 sales last year for our income. To make the money that we made last year, most resellers would have sold probably 3,000, 5,000, 7,000 items to get to that price that we were able to do just by selling 80 items. Just something to think about. Our business model is to make a lot more money on single items than sell a ton of items to make that money. So it just kind of depends on
your business.
It is whatever you want to do
from your business, but also definitely take that into account. Like double or triple, just, you want to know what your time is worth. So what you're going to take the time to take pictures, list the item, ship out the item. What is that worth to you? Yep. So know that going into it, and then kind of figure out what your goals are for your business.
Yeah.
So I think we're caught up.
Awesome.
We might have missed a couple. We had a lot a lot of great questions on here, guys. You guys are awesome. If you have anything else for us, shoot them in the comments real quick because I don't know if I can see. I think we got everything back up here. But I saw a ton of clothes and shoes on specific Facebook pages and upscale shops. Awesome. Usually get close to retail or more. Yeah, 1,400 last week. Good. Awesome.
Good. Nice work.
Congrats. Off to a good start. Ready to list on eBay. No, that's awesome. Yeah, they're and that's another place like specialty shops for sure. If you're into clothes, like you can get into some, create your own, or get into some specialty shop like that. That's great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool.
Chris said thank you. So thank you guys for hopping on.
Yeah, thanks for jumping on and giving us some interaction, guys. We love answering questions. We love doing this. Like I said, we'll be back here on next Monday. Last week was a holiday, so we didn't jump on. We spent some time with the family. So next week we should be back on. And like I said, bring some questions. We'll answer another question for you guys that we get emailed in throughout the week. And yeah, like I said, we love doing this. Also, give us, if you guys do have any questions throughout the week you think about, shoot us an email. Let us know what's on your mind. If it's something we haven't answered in the past, we'll love to jump on and answer it for you, and then do a talk around it with your questions and kind of let you guys lead which way you want it to go for sure.
Kiara asked, can you recap? So do a quick recap of the 10 things that we talked about today.
Sure.
So the 10 items, and the theme through all of them is brand name. So brand name of that category is really what we're looking for. So that matters a ton. So strollers or baby items was the first one. Appliances, high-end appliances, cooktops, stoves, washers and dryers, anything that, and if it's not higher end, you can still do locally. That's another option too. Exercise equipment, commercial equipment, shoes. The next one is furniture. Make sure it has good bones, brand name, well built. Electronics. The next one was collectibles. And number 9 was clothes. So brand name again. All of these are brand name. And then number 10 was tools.
That's it. So the underlying thing, guys, is it's higher retail. You want brand names that have the value there for the resale. You want to look for that higher dollar stuff. And it's not out there all over the place. Some people, they know they have higher end stuff and they're going to ask more money for it, but that's not always the case. You can get stuff very, very cheap sometimes for people who are just getting rid of it for whatever reason they're moving. I mean, there's all different scenarios why you can find great deals, and they're all over the place. You just have to be out there looking for it. So,
Taryn said, I see you shoot for the 10x profit on each item instead of a bunch of smaller flips. And that's just our business model. That's what we've kind of grown to and gravitated towards because it works for us. So and that's not that any other business model is wrong or whatever, but that's just what we have gravitated.
Right? And it works for us. We have a small family. We have 3 kids. We like to spend as much time together and with our kids that we can. If we're, shipping out 15 items, 20 items a day, it just takes more of our time up that we can't spend with the kids and with our family. So
you'll pallet after they go to bed.
That's it. Once the kids go to bed, I'll go to work and I'll pallet something up and make $1,000, $2,000 on it versus selling a ton of items to get to that $1,000 or $2,000. So.
Awesome.
Cool.
Thank you, guys.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap it up. Like I said, join us again next week. Send any questions in this week that you have, anything that's on your mind about flipping. We'd love to answer it and love to talk to you guys again next week.
And if you're on YouTube, I'll post the link to the shoe workshop because I guess it didn't post. So I'll post it once it goes on here. So.
All right. You guys have a great night. Have a great week. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. Good night.
See ya.